had to think about it last night. Tried to do one last night. Had to think about it last night. See, see if that makes past the Facebook censors. That'll be fun. Videos and being done while driving, it has to be just straight ramble of information. I'm trying to keep it too focused. I'm trying to keep it too narrow, and let's be honest, I'm at my best when I am wideband. So let's see what happens with this one. We'll call this Nick's Rambling Information Session 000, in fact. General concepts, general flows. If there is ever anything that kind of comes to your mind, throw down in the comments what video topics you'd want to hear, what subject matters you want explored more, any questions that you have, really, just put them in there. Give me your questions. I want your questions. Questions are easy. Questions are fantastic. Questions make this whole process that much more simpler. Thank you for waiting on opening your door, sir. I appreciate that. So, I had another video where I kind of discussed what is energy, and that kind of formulating, in simplest terms, just saying that energy is the will or the intention of any object, subject, person, concept, belief, ideology. That energy becomes very much like a signature to something, and changes very, very minutely depending on what subject, what topic, and what formulation you're working with, but that's getting into a more complicated side topic for another day. The general start point that we're going to have for today is a quick refresher on energy. Now, understanding that it is the intention and desires, it is the will and the push, it is the nurturing comfort in the environment, energy becomes very much just a universal concept, a measurable impact. I don't want to say force, because, well, it is force, because force isn't really push or pull. Actually, I want to go this way because I want to go to Tim's. Force isn't push and pull. That's going to get into a different subject matter, is what I relate to with my masculine and feminine, or yin and yang. I try really, really hard to think of it as push and pull. That's going to get me into trouble someday, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, my big thing is, in leading with energy, is behind the force, behind the impact of its actions. It's behind the solid nature of a wall. When something is indomitable and unmoving and unyielding, that is in its own way its energy transmuted into that formidability. And it's in everything. Everything has some level of energy, whether we want to relate it to electrical energy and the intensity of lights and lumens, or whether we want to think of it more in the emotional weight and pulses. Everything has an energy to it. How we choose, key point, how we choose to interact with that energy then becomes an interpretation of who we are and how we are as an individual. I think that was a fly. I hope that was a fly. Do not turn in front of this vehicle. Might be a spider. I was watching a spider fly across me the other day, actually. That was a neat experience. Have you ever seen a spider fly? I have. And it's the coolest thing, because you can't even tell where or how it's shooting its string in such ways, because it's climbing on its own string, like they've shot him up at the ceiling. And it's baffling. Just absolutely baffling. The energy of the spider and its mysterious, skitterish, it does so many uncomfortable things with those 8 legs moving in all those ways. And here it goes again, flying through the air on its own spider webs. I swear, like little parachutes. It's ridiculous. When you start to understand the energy of things, you start to understand how they express themselves, their language, their flows, mannerisms. It comes to relate more so towards the vibrational identity, and when everything vibrates, everything vibrates differently. Feel the vibrations, and you can feel for the energy. Feel for the heat, feel for the intensity, find the energy through that which comes to you the most easiest. For me, it's focus. When I take my little lens and bring it on wherever I want to see, I will find whatever I seek. And for me, it's finding the energy very much in the overlay of everything. It's like glitter all over everything. I've known people that have sought and only found it in the darkest of places. I've known people that have sought and only found it in the lightest of places. We all vibrate so differently from one another, so uniquely. I'm gonna get in shit for this later. But whatever. I really need double coffee today. It's gonna be a tough vice to give up. Thank God I don't smoke or drink anymore, though. Although the coffee and weed, that's gonna be an issue.
Can I take your order?
Good morning. Could I have an extra large double, please?
Extra large double, okay?
Yes, please. That's all.
Serve ahead.
Thank you. Let's not do that, because that's going to drive me crazy. Or drive you guys crazy. You never know which. So, energy changes, energy flows, energy adapts, energy reacts. Energy is, in its own way, it is always a push and it is always a pull. Or it can always be a push or can always be a pull, maybe is the better way to phrase that. Energy is inherent to everything. Even nothingness has an energy in the strangest sort of sense. But rather it's void that is an energy entirely muted. It's interesting. Just the way that everything is designed around those constructs and around those flows. I haven't had any coffee yet. Coffee makes a lot of difference. You know what else makes a difference, though? Morning meditations. Morning ritual. Ritual, that's a ramble. Ritual is this delightful process of letting yourself establish and sit in routine as a means of refreshing oneself, recovering oneself, and remembering oneself. It's my showers. My showers are very ritualistic. I hope I remembered to blow the candle out before I left. Now I'm going to have to go back and double check that. Oops. That's okay. That's the kind of day that I've been having, though.
Okay.
Hello. Right there for you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and double check that I didn't leave that candle burning. God damn it. At least I can split this up to 2 parts now, you know. Start over, start fresh. That would make this 000. Short, sweet, a good experiment. I was gonna ramble on about rituals though. So rituals are processes of actions, activity, or formation of events that allows us to refresh and recover our energy through remembering, returning, or reprocessing certain events and certain situations. It's essentially, it's an expression of identity through the nature of those actions. Some rituals being very macabre in their formation, in their action, in their display. Others being, more traditional. Brushing your teeth. That's a ritual, believe it or not. As it requires you, could you please get out? Thank you. As it requires you to maintain a consistency of action on a frequent enough basis to produce a certain desired result. That is, at certain intervals throughout a day, depending on what's important to you and your family, you will brush your teeth, promoting a general good hygiene and health, maintaining an integrity of form. It's love service, self-service. It's taking care of that self. Now, this produces an energy in a few different ways. your reaction to it in its own beginning is already an energy form to itself, but the fact that you are brushing your teeth and maintaining care of self is an energy of self-healing, self-promotion, self-development. It expands and grows your energy. It makes you bigger, more special, more prominent. Not more prominent. You know what I mean, though. I'm using rambly words right now because I'm not focusing. Well, I'm not focusing on talking. That's the other thing that's going to come up about this. How much shit am I going to get in for videos and driving? Sir, how fast are you going? It's a goddamn hill. Do you need to be going 50? No. No, you don't. Yeah. What I thought. Let's leave it up. If I set it up as a GoPro where it's just automatic, and see, there might be the kicker. The start and the finish are going to be in the same position, parked, where I have not touched and actually interacted with the camera itself. Trying to figure out how to do this ritual properly so I can get away with it, so I can accomplish and achieve. Always processing. Always trying to precisely define the interaction of the energies in front of me. This is why I accept the term wizard, because every wizard I've ever met has always been intricately interwoven into these mechanisms. Oh shit, that makes most of them sorcerers. Assholes, considering. Maybe. Can't base them all around one-time wizard. Through the production of energy and rituals, we create new empowerments for ourselves. We enhance a moment, a mood. If our feeling towards the ritual is one of disdain, it may diminish the mood though, and otherwise take away. So why participate in rituals that you don't actually enjoy? Unless there is some other benefit to them. And there we begin to explore the concept of pious devotion. Doing it simply because it is right to do it. Alright. We'll call that 0000. I need to go check and make sure I don't leave that candle burning. You all have a wonderful day.